I had this kind of arrogance about myself when I was younger, that I was like this intellectual guy who was more intelligent, right? Who could learn more and was somehow better than these other popular kids. I always thought that I was better because I was smarter. I was better because I was better at video games. We go through adversity, and instead of facing these feelings and accepting them, we're just like, okay, I'm going to dominate another hierarchy. So I'm going to go really quickly over an illustration which will explain to you why you became this like the intellectual guy and how you can get out of it. The first thing I want to lay out here is the difference between mind, body, and soul. So let's think of it this way. You have, let's say, your body, and I'm going to represent this as a rectangle, and your mind, which for me are still the same thing, because the body and the mind are all part of like the body, right? So I don't really see a distinction there. But let's just make it here inside for like, let's put it here, mind, and like the physical body. And then you have like your soul, and your soul, in my opinion, and I know this is very woo, but guys, look at the name of this channel. You know what you're in for, so come on. And you have your soul. Anyways, so what the human body does whenever it experiences, let's say, a loss of status. Let's say you go to high school and you somehow became unpopular for something you did or something you didn't even do. Just, you know, for some reason you became unpopular and you feel like you're at the bottom, right? You feel like really low on the totem pole and nobody cares, nobody likes, and you have no friends. The human body, the tendency that we have, and even Jordan Peterson talks a lot about this, is that once we lose status in a hierarchy, so you lost status in the high school hierarchy, we tend to look for other hierarchies which we can conquer. And so maybe for you, this could be reading like really intellectual books. This could be playing video games. This could be, I don't know, art, being really artistic. And we look to these things as a way to establish our position in the hierarchy and feeling like we can survive. Because the thing is, because our bodies evolved in tribes for so many years, if you feel like you're at the bottom of your tribe, you'll feel like you'll get kicked out, and that causes massive panic. So your body starts segregating adrenaline and all these like neurochemistry, and you act through this, you act through your body. So this mechanism is something ingrained in you, no different than if I start cutting your arm off, you start panicking, your body will start panicking once you lose status. And so now you're trying to dominate the nerd, I'm sorry, like I know, but come on, it's nerdy. The nerd hierarchy. Maybe you're the guy who read all the Game of Thrones books. Maybe now you're the guy who's, playing Fortnite 24/7. Maybe now, you know what I mean? And now you become this guy who has this identity tied around this new hierarchy. Now you see yourself as the guy who's like the intellectual, like you're not like those other kids who, go out, or maybe they are stronger than you and work out. You're not like those dumb jocks. No, you're the guy who knows Game of Thrones entire lore. You're the guy who, is really good at Fortnite. There's a lot of coping in this kind of identity, because now you reject a part of yourself. You reject the part of yourself who actually wants to work out, or who actually wants to go out and have fun with friends and just being casual about things. You start taking things everywhere like too intellectual, too serious, and that disconnects you from other people. And this is how you start to build the whole nerd persona, right? Because you create an entire identity around this niche which you now dominate, but at the same time, you're repressing all other aspects of you that you might have wanted to, be successful at. Maybe you want to work out, maybe you want to have a better body, but like that's dumb jock stuff now. And so you don't do that. Maybe you want to talk to strangers, you want to go out, and you want to, I don't know, when you get a bit older, you want to pick up some girls or do something like that. But that's like dumb jock stuff. And so you start repressing these things, but at the same time, your body and your mind will start alerting you, hey, look, dude, we want to get stronger, we want to get more social, we want to improve in these things. And so now you start to your identity starts going against your mind and your body in this kind of very cognitive dissonance way. And so you'll have to sort this internal tension out. And how do you solve that? You have to accept that you have these urges. You have to accept that you have these urges of improving yourself, of meeting more people, of working out, of growing outside of your nerdy area of expertise. And that's how you start to heal this. You start to accept that maybe you're not just the nerdy guy who likes to read Game of Thrones. Maybe now you're the guy who likes to work out as well. And that's okay. The whole, this is the big thing about transformation, is that it's not about trying now, look, it's not about you trying to get to be this jock guy, right? You don't want to be the jock forcefully, right? what you want to do is you want to realize, you want to go, instead of going from here to here, you want to realize that the thing that's pushing you is who you actually are. The thing that's pushing this force towards you being the jock, that is you. You don't have to be the jock. You don't have to be Andrew Tate. You don't have to be these like role models. You just have to fall into that which is pushing you towards something. Accept that you feel it and take action from it, because this is taking action from that soul aspect of you. Or maybe it's, fair enough, maybe it's the body, but still, it's like closer to authenticity than just trying to project this image of greatness from your repressed trauma. I used to be the guy who was really into video games because that was the thing which I could dominate. I was really good at Call of Duty, and then I had to go through the trials and tribulations of basically understanding this what I just told you in practice in order to be okay and accepting myself. Accepting that, okay, I feel these impulses, these urges of going out, of talking to people. I feel these urges of being more social, being stronger. I feel them inside me, and that's okay. That's also me. I don't have to be the nerdy guy doing 360 no scopes of, okay, let's stop the nerdy stuff. Anyways, if you like this kind of content, subscribe, because I'll be making more in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.